Welcome back to the Komon-Tok African Sovereignty podcast, where we examine power, politics, and the unfinished struggle for true independence in West Africa. Today, we turn our attention to a breaking development. According to Reuters, Benin's government says the alleged leader of a foiled coup attempt has fled the country and sought refuge in neighboring Togo. But this story is not just about Benin. It is not just about one plot, one suspect, or one border crossing. It is a symptom of a much deeper disease infecting West African governance, and a failure by ECOWAS that can no longer be ignored. The Benin incident in context. Coup allegations are becoming familiar headlines in West Africa, Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Niger, and now whispers emerging from Benin. A region once seen as a beacon of democratic stability is now shaken by deep public distrust, political manipulation, and collapsing credibility of state institutions. Benin was once praised as a model democracy. But today, the recurring accusations of political exclusion, election manipulation, and state repression have created fertile ground for instability. So it should not surprise us that unrest is resurfacing. When institutions lose legitimacy, people look elsewhere for solutions, sometimes in dangerous directions. ECOWAS, a vision betrayed. Let us speak honestly. ECOWAS is failing. The institution created to protect regional stability has become politically selective, diplomatically inconsistent, and morally compromised. Why? Because ECOWAS has allowed itself to become a club of presidents, not a guardian of the people. It condemns military coups loudly, yet turns a blind eye when civilian leaders engage in something even more dangerous. Constitutional manipulation, rigged elections, and the quiet dismantling of democracy through pen strokes instead of gunshots. In West Africa today, many so-called democracies are democracies in name only. Term limits vanish. Opposition parties are banned. Electoral commissions are captured. Courts become political tools. And ECOWAS watches in silence. Is that democracy? Or is it civilian authoritarianism wearing the mask of legitimacy? Civilian coups versus military coups, the hypocrisy. Here lies the great contradiction. ECOWAS heavily punishes military takeovers, sanctions, threats, isolation. But when presidents stage constitutional coups, ECOWAS applauds them at summits, shakes hands for photo ops, and labels them democratic partners. If a soldier seizes power, ECOWAS mobilizes immediately. But if a president steals an election, silences opponents, or rewrites the law to cling to power, ECOWAS calls it internal political affairs. This hypocrisy is fueling instability. Because when the ballot becomes meaningless, the barracks become tempting. And when legitimate political participation is blocked, some citizens view military intervention, wrongly or rightly, as the only path left. West Africa is therefore trapped between two dangerous extremes. Rogue soldiers and rogue civilians. Both threaten the continent. But ECOWAS only confronts one. The Pan-African call for reform. So where do we go from here? Pan-Africanism teaches us that sovereignty means nothing without accountability. Unity means nothing without justice. And democracy means nothing if it can be manipulated by elites while the people suffer. ECOWAS must urgently reform, or risk total irrelevance.